hello. My mic might be pretty loud. Let me know about the audio stuff. It's been a while since I've touched OBS. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2026, as well as our Momentum Mod Q&A, your favorite podcast. My name is Nick, aka Goknek. I am the project and development lead of Momentum Mod, here with some of my lovely team members to answer some of your burning questions and some of your questions that you asked live, and showing off what we've been working on. We got some cool stuff. You might already be seeing something that we're showing off. The keen-eyed among you might be noticing what Panzer's doing currently. And I guess we'll go through the list of people that are in the call. You guys can introduce yourselves, and we'll get right into this. So starting with Gordy, yeah.
Hi, I'm a web developer. I'm doing web stuff, and yeah, the dashboard, the backend systems, and all that stuff. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
And then we got Mac as well.
Hi, I'm Mac. I do tooling occasionally and mostly make maps.
Hell yeah. And then we also got Panzer, who's currently AD-oling.
I don't know how to play this style. It's really funny. Hey, I'm Panzer. I mostly work on porting tools, but also kind of just work on all kinds of different things. For example, the run style system I just worked on, which is a full stack feature. So I did web development backend, web development front end, game engine changes, panorama changes, which is our UI system. So I've been all over the place.
Oh yeah. And I guess that leads to our first question. So you've been up to, we did take December off. It's the holidays. Not all of us are around. I was out of state and not wanting to do a haphazard Q&A, so we reserved it for the end of January, but we've been hard at work at fixing a ton of bugs. We released 0.10.4, which includes officially in the game now KZT. So any KZ or CSGO KZ players familiar with their beloved mode can now test it out. We have maps in the beta tab in the base game, but if you'd like to, you can also join our lobby here by opting into the upcoming branch on the playtest, which has run styles. So Panzer was talking about this a bit. This is actually in pretty much review for the past 5 months, but we didn't want to push it into 0.10.0 to kind of just make sure 0.10.0 was fully polished and ready. It was kind of a bigger feature that would need more testing, and just it even requires a database migration to deploy to prod. So right now we're actually on our staging website, which is just another environment for us to test things out in. So your runs and world records and stuff might not exist on this database. I don't know if we did a copy back over, but in the meantime, you guys can still play the maps that are in prod, in the normal game, but using run styles, testing out the system, seeing how it works. We know a lot of people were asking for these. This is one of the main things that was ready for 0.10.0, but wanted to be polished to make sure it fit. So it's going to be coming in 0.10.5, which is the upcoming version right now in the branch. So I guess if you want to talk more about the run style system, Panzer, you can go ahead on
that. Sure. So run styles is something that applies to multiple different game modes. We have different styles for surf, bunny hop. We even have styles for climb, which are currently just the teleport restrictions. So there's the pro mode, which means you can't use teleports, and then there's a teleport mode, which is when you do use teleports. But for surf, we have half sideways, which is actually different from bunny hop half sideways. It's I don't know how to describe it without actually playing it, but it's you're using the W and A and S and D keys to kind of play diagonally. If that makes sense. And then B hop half sideways, it's you're kind of facing 45 degrees and alternating. It's almost like strafing and defrag, the bunny hop half sideways. And what else? Surf also has regular sideways, which is just your W and S keys, which maybe I should turn off styles so I can show what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna go to normal. And sideways is when you're playing like this with like W and S,
Yeah.
and you're like kind of going 180 degrees from your normal facing direction. We plan on implementing more styles for Surf, like backwards. That's currently not in the game yet, but probably something we'll follow up on pretty soon after. And for B-Hop, there's a couple other styles, like W only, which I can show. Let's just you can only use your W key. And I should mention, when you opt into these styles, I guess there's two different ways. Either you can use the tab menu and just click the style in the dropdown, or you can use the mom_style command in the console.
Yeah.
And that's how you set your style. But when you set the style, it will actually restrict what keys you use. So if I switch to W only, and I try to press like A or D, nothing happens. I can't strafe.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Can we make it show up in UI like we do
Yes.
with strict
it is.
triggers?
Block them out, make them red or whatever.
And the key press.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not showing as red in the UI, so maybe that's something we can improve.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? So, input restrictions. I kind of lost my train of thought. I guess I'll go to the next style. So, A and D only, which I was showing earlier, it actually forces you to only use your A or D key depending on what you start with. So like when I start a run right here and I'm like circle strafing and then I start pressing A, now I'm currently locked into only using A. I can't use D anymore. Wait, sorry, I'm not in the style.
Oh, so you can't switch over to D at all? You have to stick to A for AD only?
Yeah, so now I'm pressing D and nothing's happening when I try to strafe.
Interesting. Okay.
And the thing I forgot to say, these style restrictions do not apply when you're on the ground, so I can still like circle strafe. And that's just kind of a requirement. Like if you're trying to do a long jump and you can only press W, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Same for ladders. I think the style restrictions are disabled on ladders.
For ladder strafes, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, generally the style restrictions only apply when you're like bunny hopping or when you're in the air. So I think that covers all the styles for surf and bunny hop. I guess the styles for climb, this is something that is maybe still in discussion. We probably are going to default to teleport for the Go KZ climb modes. So that's KZT and Mom KZ once that gets added.
Yeah.
And I believe we're going to do Pro by default for 1.6 climb.
Yeah.
And that's just like a community culture thing, I guess. So it's whatever the community prefers.
Yeah, it was the like a interesting decision to like split like that. I know it's an interesting problem to have with our like platform because we can set standards, but we want to make sure that the community feels like represented and understood with everything. So it's always a fine balance, especially right now as we're still in playtest. We're still not at 1.0. We really want to figure things out with you guys. And like a lot of don't attack the screen, Walter. All right, Walter's also here. He's on my desk laying down. If for any Walter fans, he's here. But yeah, it is just definitely imperative to understand that we're going to be trying things, but also we might not get everything right with like how we set defaults, how we approach things, and it's something that we will work on over time. So definitely thank you for the patience that people have towards the team as we implement things, and we want to make sure that we're trying things as well as sticking to what communities are already used to with their modes. So yeah. And here's our boss, Walter. I forgot to introduce him, but he was laying very peacefully, and now he's choosing chaos on the desk, and he might attack Panzer's run, so I might actually eject him from the desk real quick and pet him on the ground. But he's okay.
We do have some other styles planned, which are I guess, still in discussion, or I'm not really sure what the final decision is, but for like one of the popular requests is like low gravity for bunny hop,
Yeah.
which is something I hate because I feel like it breaks map design in a lot of cases. But if it's like a really popular community request, I'm not going to ignore that,
Yeah.
and I'll probably consider adding that. I just hate it when people play maps, like especially maps that I make in ways that I don't intend, because it kind of detracts from the experience I'm trying to create.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This game kind of lets you play however you want, so it's probably not a big deal.
And it's something that you have to like opt into. So like by default, a lot of players will play the intended main track like normal mode, but offering like a style on top is something you have to like know about and start doing in order for it to like really be all like affecting it too. So, but it's completely understandable. But like if people only want to play low grav because it is easier, it's the same thing as like 100 tick serve or something, right? Where these maps were not designed for that, but it makes it so easy to beat. You know, you can very easily jump tiers if you know how to surf. But you know, you you don't do it on 66. You do it on a higher tick rate to gain more speed. Then yeah, I can kind of break that design choice there. But yeah, no. So again, just inviting anyone that has the game to join the upcoming branch. You have to right-click the game on Steam, go to Properties, Betas, and opt into the upcoming branch. And you guys can check out styles. I'd love to spec people in surf styles, and then we can also show off a little bit of climb, teleport versus pro. But that one's kind of just a given, right? Like you just can't teleport. So
I don't think I'll be able to show off surf styles. That is very difficult.
yeah. So if there's any surfers either in the lobby or in chat that would like to show off their style skills, feel free to let us know and I'll spectate you.
We can move to like a real lobby instead of a map lobby.
Yeah.
So we can see who's around.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make one.
Okay. Sweet. When can we buy skins? We actually have a question for that. it's asked every single time. Yeah, no worries. We have a question for that. All right.
All right. One thing I forgot to mention about styles is we will probably have some styles that are ranked and some styles that are unranked.
Yeah.
Low gravity is an example of like an unranked style because it's not like, I don't know what rules we're going to be using, but generally the styles that are ranked are just like ones that are the same as the mode but with input restrictions.
Yeah.
Low gravity kind of changes the underlying mechanics of the mode, so in that case it would be unranked.
Which map should we jump to here?
Oh, where's the lobby?
Oh, it's hosted. It's a hosted lobby now.
See it.
You might have to refresh. It's
Been
max
spamming.
lobby. I think if it's public, I should be able to invite you, but let me see. Walter also wants an invite. Okay, that should work. Should get you in. Or is it incompatible?
Accepted invitation. I'm not in there.
Weird. Okay.
I could try restarting my game. I don't know.
Yeah, that's bizarre. In the meantime, we'll go through more questions. But yeah, we've been we took a little bit of December off. We're ramping back up for January. We're getting run styles in for 0.10.5, which will be probably pushed out here once we do, some maybe like a week-ish of testing. If there's any more outstanding issues or any more important things that we need to figure out with it, we'll get those figured out and then we'll push out 0.10.5 with run styles. And then we're continuing our work on voice chat was still in 0.10x, so we'll get that in. We're also likely going to work on some primitive racing things as well. So getting the idea of joining a lobby and then hosting a race, which there's two types of races that you can do or host in Momentum. You can have one where it's first to finish, and then one where it's best time in X amount of time. So show cat I did earlier, but he's just in the corner. You can see him. He's a little like pixel. He's right here, pointing right at him. But yeah, he wants to get in the closet. There's some clothes in there that I don't want to get cat hair on. That's why he's locked out and complaining about it. Anyway, but yeah, so we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up. And yeah, and then once we get, I think, voice chat and that racing tournament stuff in, we will immediately be jumping over to working on O11, which is safe state and related features with that. We have our feature board for that. So we'll be going through and cleaning that up as well, optimizing that. But yeah, so a lot of cool stuff in the pipeline.
Did we have the new sounds for last Q&A?
I don't think so, because we didn't do it in December. It was 0.10.4. 0.10.4 was January, I believe. So
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we've moved over to CSGO's sounds by default because they have less issues with like clipping and stuff, and they're just generally nicer sounding.
Yeah. So shout out to cars outside. So yeah, we did move to a more nicer sounding footsteps and like player movement sound that are also properly in a subfolder that is controlled via the volume slider now. So you should no longer be walking along a cardboard box and sounding like you're like in a stadium, or like it's just like really annoyingly like balanced. So shout outs to Vortex for going through and doing that for us as well. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff. I mean, there's clearly, you know, more work that we can be doing around sounds and weapon sounds and stuff like that. So we'll be fine tuning sounds as we go along. I will quickly answer Ra's question in chat about KZ not being one-to-one with maybe a gold source based engine or another mod or something like that. And that's because 1.6 is actually, I believe, based off of the Half-Life 1 bunny hop movement that we have. And we are, if you're talking about a gold source engine, we are no longer gold source, which is frame based and does, you know, calculations based on frame rate. We are a tick based source engine, so that inherently is going to feel a little different. And then there might be some minor inconsistencies with just how different implementations of 1.6 feels. So I apologize if you know, some other platform did something completely different. We're not basing it off of anything in particular. We're more or less just trying to get a good enough implementation that feels right to the kind of source material, right? Pun intended. But yeah, so definitely give us feedback if it's really off-putting. Otherwise, if it just feels a little off, that would be why. It's just kind of, it's just a little like different. We do make improvements, right, to the overall movement code as well with ramp bugs or getting stuck in walls and stuff like that. So that could also be affecting some things too. But yeah, just let us know if it's really, really off-putting. But don't expect it to be a one-to-one of an existing like mod or something like that. It's kind of just like we try to base it off the original movement as much as possible. But yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll move on to our first actually asked question in our Discord, which !Discord. If you guys are not in our Discord already, feel free to ask there. Cool. Does somebody want to read, or should I? I can do it. All right, Mac muted, so I'm assuming it's up to me. No, it's all good. I can do it. So Ark asked, is there a reason we can't have an in-game option for using stock versus like the mounted games, stickies and sounds? So when it comes to cosmetics, we can absolutely have an in-game toggle to be able to use mounted assets. That is part of the cosmetic system that I want to implement. In the future, we have higher priority things that need to be implemented right now. But once those higher priority things are in or being worked on by engineers, right, like, and we can't parallelize any more work, maybe I can get some free time to work on it. But yes, the goal would be to ideally, if we mount these games, be able to mount the stock assets with it, and that could be your cosmetic that you set. for your character, and then if somebody doesn't have the game mounted somehow, we just default to the default like momentum launcher or something like that. We can definitely do that. It's not impossible. It's all mounted assets, so we wouldn't get in trouble for doing that. It's what you are mounting for it. You can always also customize things locally. We'll never take that away, but keep in mind that that is only locally. That'll never show up for other people in lobbies and stuff, whereas this option that Ark is asking about would show up for other people if they also have the game mounted too. So it would just be some kind of cosmetic system there, or a system in our cosmetic like system that would look at if the game is mounted, show it, otherwise fall back to just the default. So that would be the caveat there, and we'll have some UI around that too if you select it. Just be like being aware that like, yeah, we can show it, but like if it's, you know, if people don't have it mounted, then yeah, you know, they're not going to see it. But yeah, so it absolutely, it's just a matter of getting to the cosmetic system, and there's no reason it's not already in the game other than that it'll be included with that work.
Hey, if you want to see me suffer, I can try to do half sideways on Surf Kitsune.
Oh, okay, let's do it. I'm down for suffering.
I have maybe tried half sideways surf for like 15 minutes, so I'm very inexperienced.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Yeah. I don't think I can do.
I might have to like change my binds. Is it possible to bind 2 keys to 1 key, if that makes sense? Like W and A?
Yeah.
Do you have to use the alias stuff? Oh. Yeah.
Because it's really hard to like switch between the 2 keys at the same time.
Yeah, and we could also include, that's the nice thing about the game, we can include binds, and I think we actually have a question about this. We can include binds in the game for like the easier, or like for the like known binds that, you know, are used for these modes. So that when you opt into doing these modes and like you want these binds to apply, you can easily just have like something in the options menu to bind to a key, or like set up the binds that you'd want when when you're in half sideways or something like that. We have a lot of config work like that to do in the future.
I have no idea how to use the alias command actually.
Yeah. But it would prevent you from having to go into the console to do all this work. We just want to streamline it, basically. But, all right. Moving on to CosSurf's question. Will we ever have random map servers? For example, like the ones that already exist that go through all of the only tier 1 maps, or the beginner servers that go through tier 2 through tier 3 or something. Or, like a random map pool of tier 1 through 8. So... sort of. The way that we want to approach lists of maps that you can like go through at your own pace or with other people is playlists. These were, if you had access to the playtest before 0.10.0, you might have seen the button in our UI. We actually removed it, I believe. Oh, my bad. That was not where I wanted mouse focus to be. But it used to be up here, and we'll re-add it. But there was a tab. There was a tab up here that was maps and playlists. And playlists are kind of like a collection of maps that you can play back to back. So once you complete one, it'll either start a countdown or just have a UI element that you can click to go just straight to the next map to play and keep going. And so that aims to kind of, right, like group all of the tier 1s into like a playlist, and then you can play that playlist. Or you can join, in the future, there's going to be dedicated like hosted lobbies, and those can have map lists as well. We can kind of work with the community on what they would want out of that. A lot of people are used to that idea of just kind of being on, or like experiencing maps without having to choose. But with Momentum's design, right, first and foremost, you should be choosing what you want to play and having all of the tools at your disposal to do so. So, right, like you should pretty much be like choosing easy maps, or have a tier 1 playlist map that you, or playlist that you can select and play all the tier 1s. But then there's also the social aspect of doing it on a server or a hosted lobby or something like that, to where you can go through these maps with other people at the same time. So we can look into figuring out how we would want to do that. But that would probably be in line with our dedicated lobbies, which is coming down the line as well. Right now we have hosted and map lobbies. Map lobbies are when you join a specific map, it's only on that map. And then when you leave the map, you leave the lobby. Hosted lobbies are kind of the next layer up, where it's hosted as long as you're in the game, but once you leave the game, then it shuts down or you leave the lobby. And then dedicated lobby is it's a separate program. You can literally host it all. You can throw it on a Linux box, you could throw it on a VPS, whatever, and join that lobby or server, right? From the menu, and like just have it constantly running, and that could have the map list or be set up to follow a playlist or something. It would very very nicely coincide with the playlist stuff. Also, yeah, the jank with going through portals, we will also address. That's a bug. We just don't network everything there is to do with portals right now. So right now it just kind of doesn't interpolate nicely. But we will network that in the future. It's just it's some properties I don't think we're capturing when we network for Mom TV. So and replays I think also have this bug too. So don't worry, it'll be fixed.
This is so difficult.
Yeah, it looks rough. But you're doing great. Dodger's saying nice try in the chat. But thank you for the question, Costsurf. We will move on to the next. Construed is asking, any plan to include Momentum KZ KZT Times to sites like KZ Profile or KZEU? So our API is right now pretty open. I don't think we have like proper like API keys or stuff generated. We also don't have rate limits, which is great. So we're working on that. Yeah, so we're not ever going to like, when it comes to these kind of community like sites and stuff like that, we're not ever going to try to like directly like work with the devs for these things. We will try to make it easy for the devs to be able to pull from our website. Because yeah, it's absolutely right. Like they can very easily be added to these websites if they have like an API that they can use to query, right? And our API is open pretty much, right? Like we don't have a real reason to hide leaderboards and stuff. Our leaderboards are public, I think, actually. You don't even need to be logged in to see leaderboards on our website. So absolutely, right? Like this would be doable. It would just need coordination with these website owners in the sense of they need to just, I guess, know how our API would work and what to query for. And I guess we would need to make sure our API exposes the things they need to search for. Kind of standard stuff, you know. So not any direct plan on our end to like immediately do this, but yeah, we do.
Yeah, we're not just gonna double our leaderboards for no reason.
Right. Yeah. Right. So
but if somebody else wants to use our data, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really succinct way of putting it. Yeah. So if people want to use it, they can, but we're not going to go out of our way to duplicate. So yeah. All right. Moving on to Construed's next question. Can we have an ability to see what players are in a specific map in the server, or in the, it's not a server browser, it's a map browser. We don't have the concept of servers, right, to play the game. What's up, Mari? Found you on the homepage. What? Wait, are we on the homepage right now? That's crazy. Okay. Well, maybe it's recommended. Welcome, Mari. You might like our game then, actually. If you've ever played Surf or Bunny Hop or Rocket Jump or Sticky Jump or Conk or Defrag, right? We have some other modes as well planned. But I don't know if that's a bot. They're partnered. Anyway, sorry. So can we have an ability to see what players are on map lobbies? Is basically what's being asked here. Sort of. So in the future, we do want to have session related information that you can query. We want to, this actually is an internal discussion right now where Panzer added a filter for popular maps. And the main problem right now is that we're actually limited by the Steamworks API on returning all of the lobbies that exist for the maps that you currently are seeing in the UI. So sorry, just to show, like, so we query when you search by like surf or whatever, we query for lobbies that match your filters. And so we're actually kind of limited by that API because it's kind of slow, or can be slow. But what we want to do is in the future, we'll have WebSockets with our backend, and we can very easily store what map players are on and in like a map lobby in our in-memory database that we currently use for run sessions. So we can kind of group that data and also give you that data when you search for maps as well. So yes, you can, in a way, eventually see who's on the map. It will require some UI work.
Oh shit!
Nice. Oh man.
damn.
2 more stages. You got it.
I'm not beating the last stage. No way.
Yeah, last stage is gonna be
It is so much harder.
criminally hard compared to the rest of the map.
Always on Minecraft Gen AI stream. Epic. All right. That's what Twitch is reduced down to now. No. Anyway, so like you will have the ability to see like who's on maps, and you filter by maps by their popularity right now, right? Like where are people in like map lobbies, and then eventually you should be able to see who's actually in those lobbies too. And yeah, and that I think that would kind of do it for you there. So we do have a plan for it. It just requires kind of an overhaul of web work, or just a bunch of web work. So there's more stuff there. I'm gonna synchronize with Tom and start designing some of the API endpoints for that. Should be really fun though. Oh, it's so close. Nice.
Wait, you can just tell you how.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nice. Oh, all right. Moving on to Zombies question. Any chance on getting an ARM Linux build? So very interesting, ARM Linux. We actually currently have a branch, an internal branch, to get macOS, ARM-based macOS working. So once that's in place, we could start to look into getting maybe Linux ARM as well. The problem becomes we don't really have hardware. It's the same problem as macOS. We only have one dev that can work on the macOS because none of us have macOS ARM devices. Even though the Mac Minis are amazing for their value or whatever that gets touted around online a ton, we don't have enough CMRE. What the hell, man? I don't know why they're partnered if they're actually a bot. That's crazy.
Let's force this dev use Asahi Linux, which is like a Linux distro for M4.
That's true. Yeah, if we get $10,000 donated to our thing, we can buy 10 Mac M1 MacBooks,
Right.
and then get every
Right.
dev a Mac M1 book, and then do Asahi Linux and and a Mac OS build. They're everywhere. Why are they partnered? Why are they verified? That makes I guess
I
it's all
assume they must have been
automated.
like a popular stream 10 years ago or something.
Oh, and they sold their
We've
account
still
maybe?
just got it. Yeah, maybe.
Wow. But what was the point of just coming in here and being like, I found your stream? That's so... All right, that's going to be our thumbnail, probably. Just Mari and a gravestone, maybe. Yeah, very bizarre. Anyway, Twitch is... Back in my day, when I played Half-Life 2 for 12 hours straight. Anyway, we had Naked Julia in the chat. Anyway, so yeah, we could get an ARM Linux build. It's just going to take hardware. So it is really a hardware thing, and then dev time. It is not a priority because ideally people are still on x86. The vast majority of our players are on x86. I know that macOS is very much now leapfrogged over to ARM and ARM based, right? With the M4, M5 chips and stuff. They're going all in on ARM. So macOS makes more sense to get in because that's a player base that could be bigger than ARM Linux. But then with that ARM based kind of macOS, we can start to look into an ARM based Linux build as well. But it is just x86 is way too popular to be worthwhile to like jump full like team full jump the entire team onto Linux ARM based stuff, right? The hardware just isn't as widespread for non macOS. So Plus, we have to see if there's even like ARM builds or like all of our dependencies would have to be built on ARM. It's easier on Mac because Mac has less dependencies, I'd say. There's a lot of stuff that kind of just gets like system, or I guess like using system libraries for things. So we'll have to see how bad Linux would be too. But just the fact that we have a native Linux build is more than enough. And then, I mean, we have refactoring work we need to do anyways for Windows. Like Windows doesn't use SDL. We have a bunch of native like windowing code from Windows that we just want to get rid of and just use SDL for everything. So like that work would be higher priority. And then right. Valve is investing in Fex, which is an ARM emulator, effectively, or sorry, x86 emulator on ARM. So Proton might just be able to fucking play it, right? Like if we focus on an x86 build until the ARM overlords, or the ARM zeitgeist becomes the mainstream, which it is for Apple, but only Apple, and that's a very gaming-wise niche, right? Like you don't really buy a Mac to game, but it would be nice to be able to eventually support that team. So that's why it's kind of on the roadmap, and we have a dev that has that hardware that could work on it, but it's up to that dev to do it. So anyway, kind of a long-winded answer to ARM Linux. That's going to require a lot of things in place first, so not very likely soon. And by that I mean like the next like 3+ years, where it's not even on our radar. Mac OS would be more likely if that Slidey, our dev, ends up finishing that work there, and then we can go from there. So
technically, ARM Linux is a way for moving to like Android builds and stuff, but at the same time, if you want to play Momentum on like handheld, why?
Yeah. The game doesn't natively support controllers. Oh, you're making it so far, Pedro.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty far. I'm surprised I even got this far on the map.
Damn.
We had a few people like test Momentum on Steam Decks, and it did work fine. The problem was like controls.
Yeah,
and
chat. And chat wasn't working.
Oh yeah, and chat just completely broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's still the case. I need to get a Steam Deck or borrow one from someone. But yeah.
So I'm not sure what's the idea of even running the game on ARM Linux. Like there are not that many ARM Linux desktops.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yeah. I mean, Windows is starting to get some ARM as well. So like there's like the Microsoft dev kits or whatever that people were talking about. And then there's also Raspberry Pi. As Raspberry Pis get more and more, powerful, they could technically start running games like this, because yeah, I mean the problem is just like the bar between having pretty good graphics, right? Like because we have Nginx, we want to make sure that mappers have the ability to have really nice looking maps combined with the being able to have the engine run on devices that are maybe less. I mean, keeping in mind that Momentum specifically isn't controller friendly just because of the modes, right? Parkour might be the exception, which we'll get to that in a future question. But we don't like really support controllers, so that's why handheld isn't really a thing. But like Steam Deck with a mouse and keyboard should be supported. But if that still has the chat bug, then yeah, we have to fix that. So yeah, there's definitely like no need for us to focus on ARM for portability's sake, but it would be just interesting as like a future. The final RAM, I believe. Actually, do you have enough speed?
I don't think so.
You need over 2,000.
I don't even think it's anywhere near, is it?
Not even close.
Oh, so close. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if I should keep trying this, but that's much farther than I was expecting.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
If you want, we can switch to like KZT or something.
Yeah, up to you. I'll spec whoever. So just let me know. But
if we are playing KZT, we should probably try it on the main branch, just so more people can play.
Oh, that's
set a pro record on a tier 1 map before we switch.
What's up?
Yeah, we can
set a pro record on a tier 1 map before we switch.
Yeah.
Set a record on a tier 1 map?
Yeah.
A pro record, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that. Sure. What do we have?
We have a lot.
I think we've got
beach.
Yeah, was it MZ? Where there's no jumping allowed, so it's
Oh.
the exact same, pretty much.
I mean, that'll be quick. You want
Yeah.
you just want to show the leaderboard.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. Hopefully it's good asset wise. Oh, okay, yeah, there's just some missing textures. Okay.
Oh, I'm on the wrong mode. Oops.
Are you in pro mode?
No,
Yes.
I was on
I
1.6.
think you need teleports for this map. I'm getting lost though. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Nice. Wow. All right. So yeah, you can notice here that we default to teleport. Pro is non-teleport. Oh wait, did you just complete it or?
I might have SV cheats on. Oh, I have SV cheats on. I thought
Oh no,
someone else
cheater!
had finished.
Oh, this is kind of a neat map, actually.
Right?
Yeah, I've seen the go record, and it's just like save abuse. It's very gross, but
Oh whoa, the
You know.
timer string broke there. It just says :pro or not pipe pro.
Wait,
there's
what
no
did you?
checkpoints, I assume, right? Usually say checkpoint 1 of 3 pro, but if there's no checkpoints, I guess we still draw the divider.
Oh, there's no checkpoints on the map. Interesting. Okay,
gotta-
so I guess we gotta factor that in for the. But it does say
Where's
pro,
that?
so we know that Gordy is a pro right now. Got
I
it,
don't know how to beat
Gordy.
this.
I believe. What the fuck is this?
It's so fast. Oh, the bonk the door frame. Run again.
20.27. Oh my god. Alright, setting world records. Look at that. 20.27.
But that
Well-
should have submitted to both leaderboards. Is Gordy on my
Yeah.
friends? My press friends tab.
Unfortunately, there's an 11-second time. From
Well, I
26
was
days
wondering
ago.
if you've got Gordy as a friend, you could click the friends tab and see if he's on both. But
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I
I
did.
don't know.
Yeah. Pro 17 7 seconds ago and teleport 17 10 seconds ago. So
Yeah,
it submits
so
to both if you submit for pro because you technically did a teleport run, you just didn't use any, right? Pro is specifically no teleports. So the moment that you use a teleport, I think you can create, right? You can create a teleport, but you can't use it. And it'll, yeah.
Right.
And it'll keep it on pro. But so yeah, just keeping your time on both. And yeah, keeping in mind that we default to teleport because that's realistically what people are gonna do. But a pro run is a separate leaderboard that you can, you can also see. Yeah,
okay, we're switching branches.
yeah, we can. All right, let's get over to so yeah, we're on upcoming right now. We're going to the main branch to just play more KZT or because we can play KZT here. We should have all the maps, right?
It's more
So
specky people
players
that are
can,
good.
yeah, so players can join.
I don't know if any of the good players are on the upcoming branch right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Switch back over one moment. In the meantime, we'll answer the next question here. Let me just get switched over as well. Oh, they changed the tab to be game versions in beta. Very cool. That's cool. Okay.
Oh yeah, I
So-
noticed that UI change.
Yeah. All right. So default public version. There we go. And then yeah, you no longer need to restart your game, or no? I guess switching always instantly changed. It was just a matter of if there's an update pushed, I think you have to still restart Steam. So. All right. Default branch here. And then let me recapture the game. There we are.
Oh, yeah, I need to start reviewing KZT maps,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
get
keep getting
some ranked
sidetracked.
ones.
run style stuff, and other changes.
We have a public lobby? I can create one. So don't we have
There are
permission
no
to
lobbies.
create one? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got one. Zoning and prefix standards. Oh, all right. Max should play double jump. Is there a?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if we ever agreed on prefixes. Personally, I want everything to be KZ underscore.
It does look much nicer when everything's labeled like that.
Do you want to play double jump, Mac? I can spectate you.
I can do.
Okay. It's your map.
If I
Oh,
can
yeah,
find it. There it is. It's not KZT, but take a look.
I think double jump's pretty awesome too.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so this was a mechanic that I've stolen from Quake 3 Defrag. They have this really convoluted setup that allows them to double jump using a medkit, and I was trying to figure out how we'd recreate that in Memento Mod
Yeah.
so that I could BSP convert, like auto convert maps that use it.
Yeah.
I didn't figure out how to do that yet, but I've recreated the mechanic of giving players an air jump.
Oh,
So as you
that's
can see,
sick.
every
So
time
you
I
used it for that
jump,
scene.
and then I press my mouse too, and I can do a little air hop.
That's awesome.
So I made a very silly low effort gimmick map using that mechanic. It's quite long.
Gorge libs.
Yeah, pretty much. It's really cool with Momentum Mod making maps like these because you don't have to worry about multiplayer in any way, so it's super
Yep.
easy to set up. Just these silly gimmicks that just apply to one player at a time.
Yeah. Because everything, just explaining that, our game is not traditional Source multiplayer. We're actually max like entities state, like all of this is being synchronized to me as I spectate. But when I quit, like when I stop spectating, I go back to my game state. And Mac is still in the lobby, so we network like where you are and like your rockets and everything, right? Like we're networking all of that, but it's not synchronized to the same game tick. So that's where ping gets involved with like gameplay. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah. So sorry, I got distracted by that. That was really cool. So yeah, like our multiplayer is just it's like an optional layer on top of the game, and even if you are in it, it shouldn't affect. There's bugs right now with like join lag and like you can't see some people sometimes. So like we'll figure those bugs out, but it should not affect your local game because there's no ping. You're still in like a local lobby. It's just networking in their stuff whenever you get their stuff. It can desync, right? You're never gonna be on the same tick, so you can't really like affect each other, if that makes sense. But yeah, like it's really cool because yeah, like I can spec Mac across the world, right? And I'm like then go play with like 0 ping still while Mac is still in my lobby. So it's like the best of like both worlds, right? You get the multiplayer aspect, but you also get kind of that like, you know, you don't get it affecting any of your gameplay. So that's one of the really exciting features of Momentum, I would say. And yeah, we're obviously still working on a lot of multiplayer features and social features, so it's very much a work in progress. We'll be adding more things like clans, right, in the future and things like that. So
Yeah, people ask
Yeah,
us
the
that-
first 13 jumps are really nice and chill, and then it suddenly just becomes super hard. There was no thought really went into making this a nice, fair,
Gradual.
balanced difficulty curve. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just, I have a silly idea, let me make it. So it's a bit rough, but it's fun.
Yeah.
But by the way, wasn't somebody asking us to add like a scout mode to the game?
I think that's a
This
joke
is-
Yeah.
with from that one Jump Aluminum video that is the greatest video on YouTube.
I mean, this is basically like Scout.
Yeah,
With a rocket
it is.
launcher?
Scout with a rocket launcher. Scolder jumping. Oh, so
It's
close.
impossible.
All right. Anyway, let's move on to our next ask question here. We got, I think, probably like 10 more here. Gecko asks, is it possible to use custom models for the knife in game, like a CS2 knife or something? CS2 probably not, because it's a different model version. That engine is Source 2. We are Source 1.5 kind of. So we don't use the same like file formats as Source 2 and CS2 by that. So yes, you can absolutely override all the models in the game to whatever you'd like. In fact, on our Twitter, if people still use Twitter. I actually have retweeted somebody that's been modding the main menu to be very, very unique. I like it a lot.
Is that the one that's got cats everywhere? Or
Yeah,
is this a different
like
one?
the rotating
okay, I've
cat
seen
model. You can get like they made it like an anime like train station. It's very cool. So it's just like absolutely, you can always customize your stuff locally. We'll make sure that whatever could affect the game in a way that would like make it so that you can't obviously like change how fast you move, or like the local map can't be edited, like your runs won't submit there or be verified to be legit there, but you can always change like cosmetic things like that, so that will always be on the table. We have a guide on our Steam guides written by Vortex, as well as I think in our Discord. It might be a command. If it's not, we should probably make it one. But yeah, you should always be able to customize the game locally. So cool. We talk about a release date when it's ready. We are a volunteer-based team. We work completely in our free time. We have a roadmap, and whenever that roadmap is done, it will be out, like out 1.0. But right now, people can play. The times, I guess that's the only problem, is the times do not matter. So a lot of people may not be, excited to grind yet, but still we appreciate everybody testing and trying out all the things that we're adding to get to a 1.0 spot. Yeah. Nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Cool. All right. Yeah, thank you for that question, Gecko. Move on to the next one. Do we want to change maps?
I'm down for some KZT because I definitely can't play RJ.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go back to KZT. Any map in particular?
I don't know like any of the maps in the map pool.
All right. Dialite in KZT? All right, sounds good. KZ Variety is what they're on.
Oh yeah, isn't that map like the only map that people play in CS2?
It's
I'm
the only one
not really
ported.
sure. There's like a sign at the start that says, "Don't play without play without pre-strafe." But I don't know what that means. People play CS:GO KZ where you're not allowed to pre-strafe.
Is that talking about bunny hopping or?
Sorry, Dialite. Yeah, I noticed that join lag. I don't think it affected me, but it affected the spectate of you. This is home of Russia. All right. All right, we got Putin playing some. Oh yeah, there was a question about it. I just wanted to reiterate as well, for those players in China and Russia, I apologize on behalf of the team that you got. Oh wow, I'm missing a model there. I need to install CSGO. My bad. But anyway, I apologize. We do use Cloudflare for hosting our maps, and unfortunately, the governments of your country have blocked Cloudflare and make it so that you guys cannot download without a VPN or using some like bypass technology, like it was a DPI or some pass list that you can whitelist our domains. We have a text command in our Discord, but you just have to whitelist our api.momentum-mod.org and cdn.momentum-mod.org domains, and you should be able to at least access there. We can't really do anything about it. We want to use Cloudflare for hosting just because of economic reasons, right? Like it's affordable and very performant, and like we can't really change that just for your guys' countries. But yeah, I do apologize on that.
I mean,
yeah,
I would like to make maybe Russia only or China only, like proxies and stuff, but it doesn't
Yeah.
work at all because it costs money
Yeah.
that we don't have. It also costs like I don't know, like DDoS protection because we won't be able to use Cloudflare in this case.
Right.
It also costs traffic and stuff, so it's like really, really hard to set up it just so that people in Russia and China can use it properly.
Yeah, the, proxy.
So yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So. All right. The Great Orbito asks, is there or will there be a way to change the size and color of the numbers on the speed panel in KZT mode? Yes, actually, there's a branch that we showed off in the last Q&A that is currently still under development right now, where you can completely customize every single part of your HUD. You can move it around, you can place it exactly where you want it to be, you can, like pin it to a specific spot. Yes, you will be able to completely customize your HUD in a future update. So look forward to that. Colors and stuff you can do, I think, right now through the settings via interface HUD and speedometer. You can change, I believe, yeah, you can add new speedometers, range profiles as well. You can change the base color, right, in the future with that work. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff planned for HUD customization. So be on the lookout for that in a future update. I don't know if it might not make it to 0.10.5, but it might make it to an 0.10x update. If not, 0.11x. But yeah, it is being worked on. It'll be really awesome to get that in place. So once that's ready. But yeah. All right, moving on. 074769 asks, is there a bug currently with Functor? Probably.
It's a very vague question, yeah.
Very vague
If
question.
there's issues,
Yep.
post in Discord and we'll take a look, but
Yeah. Sorry for a non-really specific answer. We don't have more details that we could elaborate on. There probably is, so just make a detailed bug report and we'll look at it. You can report that in our feedback channel. That's the best place to put it. If it's in a text channel, it might just get forgotten about. So just make sure you use the feedback channel, or the forum channel in particular, so we can keep track of it. The best place to put it is on GitHub. That's like where we actually track our work. But yeah.
Nick, can you raise your brightness? This map's kind of dim.
Oh yeah, I can. Bring it to classic 1.5. Is that better?
Stream delay is like 15 seconds. This is a really cool map, though.
Yeah, right? A lot of cool mechanics.
seemed quite easy for a tier 4 though, but maybe maybe I didn't get far enough before going up.
I don't even know how long is the map. 10-minute world record. All right.
Okay, maybe yeah, the end's just really hard or something.
Yeah. All right. Uncupa asks, could we get map sorting options for completion rate, players currently playing, which we already answered, a popularity filter of sorts, total favorites, and more ways to filter and find the maps would be great. Yes. Yeah, we can. These stats will absolutely be a metric that people can use to filter for like most played and most completed. Absolutely. These just need to be implemented. In fact, they could actually probably already be implemented. It just takes, I think, some C++ work because that's where the map selector mainly lives. So.
I mean, not sure about total. No. Total favorites should be easy because we can just like count how many people favorite this map.
Yeah.
Completion rate is hard because we don't have any stats about if people play the map but haven't completed it.
Oh,
So-
true. It would just be sorted by the number of unique completions. So you would sort by how many unique completions a map has. So the ones that have more unique completions is just what people have.
I mean, it's still not completion rate because it's still it doesn't count like
Yeah,
if
rate.
a map is just really popular and really easy, just in terms of like I don't know, being too easy or something. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the ice might be a little fucked, by the way. I think we still have the surface properties hard-coded from like Half-Life 2 or something, so.
I think that's just been replaced with a funk slide by the looks of it.
Oh,
That
okay,
didn't look
cool.
like an ice
Yeah.
texture to me.
Interesting, okay. Yeah,
I know this map was recompiled because it wasn't packed properly when it was first added, so
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, no, that's a good point, Gordy. So that, yeah, completion rate, we don't have the full stats of because we don't have attempts tracked yet, which is also a stat that we want to track. I don't think the map selector would expose it directly though. It would be just probably the completion rate. So it's like, Because yeah, I don't think people need to know how many times it was attempted. It would be better to just see that overall, like, oh, like of the attempts, how many people actually beat it.
It's still like having information about how many people tried the map would be interesting too.
Yeah, that would be good too. Yeah, tried it and never beat it. I mean, that's a good stat for mappers to know too. So. Cool. I think we actually have a rank point question, so we'll get to that as well. But yeah, yeah, absolutely. This is the last sentence in this. I wanted to include it. It is very important to be able to just find and play maps the way that you want to. So in any stats like this that we don't have or that we do calculate but don't sort by or something, just let us know and we can add it. We do have to clean up our UI because that drop down is going to get fucking gnarly if we keep adding like the same but like ascending, descending. We have to move those out to a button. But yeah, okay. Zombie asks, what kind of anti-cheat you gonna add? Hopefully a good one. I was hoping on a good one that'll catch some cheaters. We can't really explain the exact details, but we will say that it will not be a kernel level anti-cheat because we don't need to read your computer from the boot in order to know if you're cheating. Now, whether or not kernel level anti-cheat is effective for specifically our gameplay, right? Like, I mean, it helps with catching a lot of simple injections, and that's why a lot of, game companies do that. But just keeping in mind that even like Vanguard and stuff like that have dedicated paid security researchers working on it. Yeah, that is a wild idea, Osmo. We will try to do that, actually. We will try to make the anti-cheat detect if players are actually cheating and then do like some sort of like flagging or ban onto them. That's the kind of anti-cheat that we're gonna probably work on. But realistically, yeah, it has to be something that is multimodal. It's not going to be just one system. It's going to be multiple systems. It will not be kernel level. It will be a lot of statistics because that's kind of how you catch a lot of things that are otherwise, hidden. Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about it because without giving away exactly what we're doing, right? Like we don't want to, but we do plan to have a full suite of tools at our disposal. Yeah. So yeah, I will also say just upfront. I mean, you can, like quote this or clip this or whatever. We will not be 100% cheat free. That's gonna be impossible. Cheats are inherently an uphill problem. It is a, cat and mouse game of we do something in the game, cheaters figure out what we do, get around it, we do something else to prevent, or like detect that getting around, and they do something. And we are a free to play game, so that makes it a little more, like easy to keep iterating on cheats.
We're not
But
totally free to play. You have to have $5 spent on Steam in the last year or something, is it?
No, it's overall
account?
for your account. Yeah, so we
Overall,
do have
okay.
some measures in place for allowing you to submit. You do have to be a non-limited or an unlimited Steam account, which means spending $5 worth of your own money. You can't use a gift card or be gifted games of that amount. You have to actually spend it using a payment, via your. I think you can buy Steam Wallet. No, wait, no, I don't think Steam Wallet codes work either. You have to spend it directly on Steam in order for you to be able to submit to our leaderboards. And that's the first of many. We might start to do things like you need to also get a certain cosmetic level as well to be able to actually show up on leaderboards and stuff like that. So, like there's a lot of things like that start to like, you have to kind of invest into your account. And the more you invest into your account, you're either wasting time, which is the most kind of effective form of anti-cheat that we could do, as well as making it just more tied to one account. We don't want you guys to be on alts either, right? So we're likely going to be doing alt detection and, if egregious, probably start banning that as well. We really want you to stay on your main account and don't cheat on it, right? Because we will, to answer Kraken's question earlier, yes, we will also have cosmetics, and not a lot of people care about that, but some people do. You don't want, all of your cosmetics to be in a banned account, or like not showing up I guess right. You can't cheat. Yeah, I apologize for this news. You can't cheat, but yeah. So just keeping in mind, we will do the best that we can. And I know it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a fun challenge until it isn't. But even then, realistically, right? We just want to make a game that's fun to play, that you spend time on doing things to improve your own skill, right? Making it so that we minimize how much, because we're lucky, right? That you're not the only thing. I guess once we add racing, 1v1 racing, there's not a direct, right, compared to like CS or Valorant or something where it's like a direct 5v5, and like if you're cheating, you have that advantage over a direct like combat encounter or something like that. Whereas with our game, it's a leaderboard, and like the rewards surrounding a leaderboard. There are still people that cheat it, I know, but like that, at least it's nice that we don't have to detect wall hacks, is what I'm saying, right? Like we have to, our what we have to detect is more what is it, like it's more specific to like movement and input, which is doable. But again, it'll be cat and mouse. It'll be multiple layers. It's not going to just be one thing. We're not relying on VAC. We're not relying on a kernel level anti-cheat. We're not going to use the easy AC or anything like that. It is what it is. You just kind of, you take it as it comes. You deal with it. We will be doing our best to deal with it. We will also be letting, you know, players know if they're banned and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just it's a system that we're working on, and we'll have by 1.0 an initial implementation of, and it will be a constant effort to kind of improve and just kind of make it as annoying as possible to to cheat. That's kind of the goal, right? As annoying as possible, which can include things around like making it so that you don't really know if you're banned, you don't know when you got banned or what you did to do it. Things like that, you know, kind of, again, wasting cheaters' time is the most effective form of anti-cheat that we can really implement. So, yeah. A shame cage, RuneScape style. You can throw tomatoes at them before they get smoked by a giant banhammer that comes and crushes their player model. We'll see. I don't know. I think a cheater hall of, like, what is it, Hall of Lame or whatever, is something that we could do. But I think that just incentivizes people to cheat. I don't know. It kind of rewards them for doing it in a way. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Realistically, yeah, it's just something that you don't really want to give attention to. You just want it to kind of silently peter itself out and die. And either move on to other platforms, or again, if we make it as annoying as possible to cheat in Momentum and they just look at other platforms as like right, that could be good. We would also work with other platforms to share accounts that we would have detected as cheating too, right? Like we could, you know, if there's server owners or something that want to cross collaborate with that, like we could absolutely share like who we've detected as cheaters, so that they don't leave Momentum to go to a CS2 server or something like that. We could absolutely make sure people do a preemptive ban or something for their community too. But yeah, so hopefully that helps. I know it's not specific, but it's not kernel level. That was also asked in the question. I just kind of cut it off because to keep it simple. But yeah, it's not kernel level. It's going to be multimodal statistical analysis and a lot of fun surprises. So just don't worry about cheating. Or sorry, you shouldn't worry about it if you're not cheating, and it won't be something that's going to take a shit ton of your resources or anything like that. It's not, again, not a kernel level like DRM anti-cheat thing, so don't have to worry about them. All right, moving on to Baraban Gavioshkin. Gavioshkin? Did I pronounce that right? Will there be variations to main game modes, e.g. beggars for rocket jumping, loose cannon, tide turner, caber for the rocket, sig jumping, conk? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, we can. It just depends. It could be styles. We do have a run style system, so we could technically add beggars as either a sub mode or a style. So
the content does have to already exist. Like, if nobody's playing this in TF2, then
Yeah.
we're not really gonna entertain the idea of adding it because we're just using community created content. So
Yeah.
if there is no community created content for these modes, it's just like a massive time sink to add them for very little gain.
Yeah.
But if the modes are popular enough, then yeah, we can look into adding them. I think Beggars was one we were thinking because there's a handful of Beggars Bazooka maps that have already been made and people have put a fair amount of time into them. But things like Tide Turner or Loose Cannon don't really have a player base, so highly likely not to be added.
Yeah. the the one person that does, we're doing it just for them. No, yeah. So it really does depend on it. I know that we do have. I think I've talked about this before, like the chicken and egg problem of like, do we create the like mode in some sort of capacity so that content can be created for it, or do we wait for the content to be created on the initial platform so that it can then be justified in being added? So yeah, that's the main issue there. But like, I think Beggars is like big enough. I know that oh my god, the Demo Man Charge stuff. Yeah, it's out of my head right now.
Yeah, that's the Tide Turner stuff that doesn't really exist in TF2 at the moment.
Gotcha. Trimping, that's it. Fuck. It's just
Trimping,
like,
yeah.
I forgot the word. Yeah, so like trimping and stuff could technically be like another or sub mode of Sticky Jump or something like that. Though, or be its own mode technically if the Sticky Bomb Launcher doesn't play into it. But yeah, that is the case. If we do add more things, it's easier for content to be added and be justified. So it would just take, I guess, dev effort to actually add the initial like weapon behavior, things like that. It is doable, and then it would just be added as like a mode that doesn't have leaderboards because it doesn't exist in the back end. So you would just have to do everything locally, but you would be able to create content at least, and then that's helpful to get the mode actually officially added too. But yeah. All right, thank you for that question. We'll move on. Norfacad asks, is there going to be other game modes that will be added? Yes. In fact, if you're in our Discord, !Discord, in our Twitch chat, and you have not seen this channel yet, feel free to look into the channels and roles and look for the General Parkour channel to check out the awesome work that Chris and I believe some other community members are starting to contribute to. I believe Vortex was also going to help with like animation stuff. Check out the work.
Just got the latest video being the squidgy noises is great.
Yeah. So there is a Titanfall 2, which runs on Source, based mode called Parkour, which has really cool wall run, slide, like basically you're just like almost like Mirror's Edge, but better, in my opinion. It is parkour movement. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if it will. Oh, nice. 20 minutes. Nice. Love how it jumps to 0 immediately. Seems like a bug. Yeah, but parkour. Parkour is probably going to be the next mode that will be officially added, if it beats out MomKZ in terms of implementation speed. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, and check out the General Parkour channel and give Chris all of your love, because yeah, as long as that gets worked on and gets to a point where they're happy with the implementation, we can absolutely work on bringing it in, because that is a way easier job than us figuring out how parkour works and spending our dev time like doing that, as opposed to finishing the core systems of the game, which is why we're still in playtest, right? So we're still working on the core, but we can absolutely add parkour into the game once it's ready. And yeah, I'm excited because yeah, Titanfall 2, I did a couple of speedruns of it, got a cool PB. Titanfall 2 is a very fun speedrun, very involved, but the movement is just, it's so good. So I'm excited to see where the community can go once we get a good enough implementation in the game. Yeah.
Also working on a I'm also working on like Counter-Strike Scroll Hop.
Yeah, scroll. So scroll-based bunny hop as well. So that's a sub mode of bunny hop. It yeah, it could technically be a style, but yeah, because the gameplay is pretty different in terms of like stamina or like how jumps are being like counted. We're deciding to kind of keep it as a separate mode. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. There's a lot of PRs like that actually we gotta get through. So yeah, we'll be adding some sub modes, and then yeah, the previous question too with like if we end up adding beggars or something, those would also be their own modes, like sub modes. So that would just be different behavior with the rocket jump, like rocket launcher. So RJ sub mode, bunny hop sub modes, a lot of fun stuff being planned. So and quad, yeah, quad rocket as well, which is Team Fortress, or no, it's is it Quake? Or
It is Team Fortress Classic.
Team Fortress
Yeah.
Classic, that's right. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So moving on to our last asked question from JDK. How's the progress on rank points going? Sort of. It's not being
Has
worked
anyone
on.
touched it? Yeah.
Not being really worked on right now. We haven't touched it mainly because we're just working on more core things, and then rank points can be figured out after core systems are in place. Like we'll need like anti-cheat. We'll need anti-cheat and stuff for rank points to like actually matter, you know, like rank stuff. So yeah, like we gotta kind of work on some more things. But yeah, it'll be.
Rio said he started working on the design for that in the meeting doc.
Oh, nice. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So we'll be implementing run validation and things like that.
Yeah.
And that'll
It's
be
just also
yeah.
the whole thing of updating leaderboards and points on the fly can be quite expensive. So we're trying to figure out just like the best way to do that.
Yeah.
So it might be a while because it's probably just more planning than actual coding that goes
Yeah.
into a system like that.
Yeah. It's yeah, because rank points is nice because it's based on the actual time that you've achieved in the leaderboard. It doesn't factor in with like when you did it or like how long, right? Or like whatever, right? Like it's just the time, your placement, right? So we can kind of look at statistics around completions and work a system like our current system that's currently documented, I think on our doc site, has a top 10 tier. And then past that, it's a group-based system that expands based on how many completions there are. We're probably going to work on those groups, but that's the overall gist. It will be top 10 as its own kind of group 0, and then group 1 right below that, which is rank 11 through some number, and then group 2, which is, you know, that number down. So it's like it kind of grows, and then group 5 will be like, yeah, like where you would want to aim if you want to start caring about rank points for things. And then past group 5, you just get a static number. It's probably going to be like a couple hundred or something, right? Depending on where you actually place. So yeah, it will get, guys, I guess, revived when we get past a couple of kind of blocking bigger pieces of work to do. So yeah, but it is coming. It is important, and yes, we'll have, you know, medals and things tied to that. You'll have an overall rank for what you can be ranked in, so I guess styles are part of that now too. So there's the normal style and, you know, sub styles that might be ranked as well. And the idea with the rank points and there's going to be 2 systems in the game. The rank points is how good you are at momentum. It's purely based on your time that you submit that gets validated to our ranked leaderboards. So you submit a time, it gets validated, you get a placement, you get points based off of that. The idea is that you would want to be placed as good or as well as you can in as many maps as you can that are ranked, right? In all of the ranked maps. So this is where we have a little more control over quality. This is where we have, you know, like we can do things like seasonal events and have map pools that are like, you know, you can click on the season maps, or you can, you know, view every map, or you can view playlists and stuff like that. So like there will be more tied to like to doing rank points and promoting people playing as many maps as possible. And that's really cool. It's like it's the more competitive side. That's what people are probably used to on like servers and stuff. But then there's also a cosmetic system, right? And this is just playing the game, right? This is beating maps, beating your PB, beating somebody in like a race or tournament. You get cosmetic like points or XP, and that also gives you a currency that you can spend on cosmetics in the game. So in the future, right, we will have a store, a cosmetic store, and it will not just be random stuff. It will be a curated ideally we could use workshop like TF2 to where people could vote on cosmetics that they'd like to see in the game, and then they would officially be added for everybody to unlock via their units that they would be getting alongside the XP. And then you can just customize your Momentum Man, the robot that everyone plays as, with we'll figure out the categories, but it could be like a hat, cape, whatever, like flags attached to your back or something like that.
I think melee weapons would be really cool. Just
Melee, yeah.
funny melee weapons.
Yeah, like a hammer, the horny hammer that you can bonk everybody as you bonk the gooners on your map. Yeah, we could do things like official sprays and stuff like that if we want to. Like, we could figure things out on categories, emotes, right? Like animation stuff. It just depends on how much content is actually created for the game. So, I know, this isn't the Momentum Man, but this is potentially a man in Momentum. No, yeah. So you'll be able to customize your character however you see fit. So I'm really excited for that because, again, I am not going to be top 10 on like any map. I'm more excited for just playing and completing. Like I'll be doing a more completionist side of the game, and that's where the cosmetic and XP and like that system comes into play. Yeah. So looking forward to getting that in. All right. Cool. Nice. Got through all the asked questions in an hour and a half. All right. I guess we can just continue playing. How's
I
everybody
think we had a
doing?
couple new questions in the Discord, did we?
Ooh, all right. Let's go through them.
There's 4 new ones.
All right. Okay. All right. So starting with Pete's question, when linked to a feedback thread. Okay.
Yeah, so that's based on the change where if you hit a perf in CSGO KZ, you get like an extra unit of jump height or something.
Oh.
And because of our normalized jump height thing, that's
Yeah.
not a thing in our game.
This
But it's an
isn't fixed
intentional
already?
change.
No, this
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we've changed like a couple things for consistency's sake, like removing pixel surfs and the perf height and things like that, just because they're like pseudo RNG and not very fun
Yeah.
and can break a lot of maps. So just as like a general rule, we tend to not want those mechanics in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, because it is a leftover from how old like the vanilla like movement code works. And yeah, it is just something that we've improved for the other modes like bunny hop. So 64s if you bunny hop are consistent in momentum, because of the jump height consistency that we use. And so KZ having that jump height consistency means that the weird like 1 unit extra of height that you get from performing a perf is no longer there. So just giving context there. Yeah. So the obscure movement changes, I agree that honestly we should have all of our movement changes and fixes and stuff documented, and we do actually have talked about this internally, that we do want to just compile all of the things that we fixed, changed from vanilla movement in each of the modes, because that is technically a feature list too, right? Like we fixed ramp bugs, we fixed like right, like it's all of these like really cool things, but also these really niche things that would be really good to point people to so that they can see what they it is a little different from what they expect. I think ladder. There's like a couple maps that use that one unit to do like a very weird like. It's not Allfather. I forget, but it's like it's a very specific ladder like jump because you use that one unit to be able to jump up and crouch jump up onto a ledge.
Oh. Yeah, that one's weird. You have to like climb up
I
a
think
little
that's
bit
the one
and then
we
jump.
are adding back.
I think it
That
is.
one won't be on forever.
Maybe you can't in this branch. I thought I added that.
Yeah.
So you climb up the ladder like one unit or something, and then it still thinks you're on the ground.
Yeah.
And then you jump.
You have to like look 45 degrees down and jump while holding W
Oh,
into the
that's
ladder or
different.
something, don't you?
That's Danvari. So like this is Danvari. I'm like a little further away from the ladder now.
It's like half Danvari, but then you slam into the ground afterwards, I thought, from watching the video at least.
Uh,
But yeah, I don't play KZ, so ignore me.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, so yeah, so these changes, right, are just kind of like part of the package, and it's something that we confer or we want to make sure that like we brought on Game Chaos to do KZT work as well, and they're mainly our consultant for a lot of this kind of stuff, and you can see them in the thread that's even linked in this question, answering why it was not desired. And we have the ability, right, to get rid of jank, and so that's something to keep in mind, right? Like if there are a couple maps that are gonna have to probably be edited because of the jank pixel serfs or jank perf height stuff, that is worth it in the long-term health of the game, than just being pure one-to-one, right? So just keeping that in mind, like it's not, we don't want to keep it pure one-to-one if we can help it. Like if we can do a really nice fix that would just be better off for everything else, yeah. So that's kind of the case there. But yeah, I agree. We should absolutely document what's removed or changed. So just so people are aware. It's just, do people like reading? Because yeah, like realistically, people will be like, why is this pixel surf not working anymore? Instead of like reading what changed from the game. Like, I don't know, how do you show that information to people and let them know that it's changed without them reacting first to it, and then we get yelled at a bit, and then they either see and agree with the change or don't agree, and then I don't know, like whatever. So yeah. Cool. All right. All right. Eskert G asks, what are your favorite animals? I guess I'll.
I'm a frog guy myself.
Ooh, frog. Nice.
I think frogs are very goofy looking. Cute little guys though.
Yeah. Very peaceful, when you're outside in the in the woods. Ants. We got ants from Dylan. Nice. My favorite current animal in my life is probably in that box in the hallway right now that I left for him. It's my kitty cat, Walter. But I think ocelots are cool. They're like cool. They're like really cool cats, Yeah, same. Ox. Cats are cool. Especially if they're kind. Very kind kittens. All right.
I like cats.
Nice.
Also, I think
So many basic people in here.
what's up?
So many basic people in this call.
I know. Oh, I mean, I guess my other option would be like armadillo lizards. I think they're pretty cool.
Good choice. And then Gordy, if
What
you're
are
still
those armadillo things that walk on two legs and always look like they're groveling?
What was the question?
here. What's your favorite animal, Gordy? Like what? favorite animal.
My favorite animal is my specific animal is a dog. My specific dog.
Oh yeah,
His name
yeah.
is Yasha.
Yasha.
So yeah, Yasha. Yeah. I love him. I love him. I left him at parents' house. I'm in different cities, so
Oh.
I've been there like a few weeks ago, and yeah, it wasn't enough. I still want to hug him and all the stuff. Yeah, so that, but in general, I don't know. Probably dogs, since like
Yeah.
even if there are just so many of them, and they're just so like they're just cute. I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably dogs.
Dogs are great. All animals are tubes. Yeah, technically. Tubes with stubs. Cool. Monthly update on weightlifting. Oh, that's true. Rody hasn't been asking. That's true.
Have we all put on 12 kilos over Christmas?
Not really. I'm actually I've been teetering around 180 180 pounds. I've been like gaining some muscle, but also like I don't know. It's just I'm stuck at 180 right now. I've hit my plateau for the past like 3 months, and I don't know. It's just like I enjoy good food in moderation. It's not my main diet anymore, but like it still impacts. It's annoying how much it impacts like actually burning the rest of my stubborn fat that I have. But I'm like 16% body fat. So like I'm getting down there. Anyway, that's my health journey. But weightlifting, I think I broke my deadlift PR. I think I'm at 330 total pounds. Or 340, 345. I'm over 300 for deadlift. And then squat, I think I'm still at 2 plates and a quarter, which I think is 90, 25, 115. So 230 plus. No, wait, that's not 275. I can't math. Hold on. Sorry. 90, 180 plus 50. So 230 plus 45. 275? Yeah, okay. I thought I cracked over 300 though. I don't know. I don't write it down. Writing is for losers. I vibes based weightlift. I hit my max rep and I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know. I don't write it down. Oh, that's cool. It's like a little spin pool. Reminds me of those like backrooms game or those like horror games that are like, where you're in a water park by yourself. But yeah, no, it's
Went
going
to
well.
the gym. Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
Yeah, I went to the gym before the stream. I haven't been like setting PRs, if that makes sense. I kind of just like increase the weight. I'm still doing like my target rep range. It's like 8 to 12 reps usually. I don't know. When I started like 4 months ago, I was bench pressing 35-pound dumbbells, and now I'm doing 45-pound dumbbells.
Nice. Yeah. I feel that too. I feel like I'm getting stronger in my like benching and pressing and like all of that, right? Like I don't go for crazy strength like max reps stuff. I just kind of hit my like stride with weights, and if it feels easy, I add more weight. It's very basic. Like so I just like, and I know that like, oh, okay, 2 plates and a quarter or something is like my max thing, or like what I'm used to doing for max, so I work up to that. And like usually I feel it's just getting easier at those like 1 plate and maybe a quarter. I did speed deadlifts today. I also came from the gym earlier today. That's why we started 30 minutes late. But anyway, like that right, like that kind of stuff is like that's what I'm noticing more. And then just being more like agile, like being able to do like 10 pull-ups or like just kind of hang around like a monkey on bars and stuff, as opposed to a year ago where it was a struggle to fucking even do 1 pull-up at all. And then feeling tighter, right, around like my skin and in just different areas. And yeah, sorry, it's nice. You guys should be active and work out. I recommend it a lot. It's very nice to be in charge of your own health and not sitting at a computer all day. but it's going well. I just don't know my max. It's just I'm continuously getting better. Yeah, Rody, you didn't ask the question. I guess the too long didn't catch it. Catch up is I don't know. My maxes are kind of still the same. I think I broke my deadlift PR. I think I hit 330 deadlift, like standard barbell deadlift, and that fucking sucked. But that's all good, Rody.
I gotta try deadlifting again. I kind of just stopped because I got a DDR arcade machine.
Oh,
and I've been playing that. I'm like trying to preserve my legs so that I'm not like sore when I'm
and lower
dancing.
back. Yeah. Deadlift hits lower back.
I might get a back extension machine just so I can like not have to worry about my legs.
Oh yeah, that's a good. We do a lot of GHG or like Nordic curl and reverse hypers to stretch our back, like lower back, and it helps a ton. Like it sucks at first if you're not used to them, but it helps so much. But yeah, no, it's going well, Rody. So I broke a deadlift PR, but otherwise I'm still the same. Still two plate, 1/4 for squats, and just working on general physique and dieting stuff. So still going well, but. Yeah. And we'll beat up all the cheaters. That'll be our anti-cheat. Going back to that question. Beat them up. Anyway. Yeah. Cool. All right. We can move on then to Fat Boy's question. When can we expect TF2 style regen in Rocket Jump and Sticky Jump? There is an issue to add reloading, which I'm assuming that's like the equivalent there.
Yeah, we won't be adding
regen
the exact
triggers,
same system.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the idea is the current limited ammo triggers, but
reload
adding
animation
reloading while you have that limited ammo.
Yeah.
But we'll have it so like instead of like in TF2 your default ammo is 4, we'll just have it if you can set the number to whatever. So if we set it to 8, you could technically reload all the way up to 8 just to make it easier to understand, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, there won't be 1-to-1.
So hopefully that helps, Fat Boy. And then last question from Lem Zeltionic. Sorry if I butchered your name. Will you ever add Left 4 Dead based movement? Why?
Very unlikely, yes.
Yeah, not really. The main question I have for that is why, because it's very specific, and we already have Bunny Hop, so it would be if it is added a sub mode of Bunny Hop, but if it requires more Left 4 Dead 2 or Left 4 Dead elements, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like mainly people like use it for or are used to it from speedrunning the game, like Left 4 Dead like campaigns and stuff. We can't like mount all of Left 4 Dead. If that makes sense. Like that doesn't work like that. Our game's not really a speedrun main game practice tool. It's supposed to be its own speedrunning game. So yeah, it would be kind of weird to add, but yeah, I guess something to note on this question, because we do get it sometimes a lot, where we get like just like obscure random source movement. We are not a Gary's mod of source movement. You shouldn't view us as like we're trying to add everything under the sun, and it's just, you know, oh, like we're gonna add Left 4 Dead, we're gonna add, you know, like we're gonna add Dear Esther movement or whatever. Like we're aiming to primarily be what like a platform for speedrunning communities that already exist in the capacity of custom maps and servers. For standalone games, I guess AHOP kind of is more of a special case, because I am a Half-Life 2 speedrunner, and like AHOP deserves to have, I guess, like, you know, its own community there. But
it's unique enough, right? It's, no other game mode is anything like it. So, and
that's the other thing too, unique, right? Like it should be unique in the sense that it like we do already have Bunny Hop, right? We already have CSS and Half-Life 1, and then eventually Scroll, and you know, like there's technically what was it? Not BQ3. Oh my god, I just pause the game and see. Oh my god, Vintage. That's it. I'm really bad with words today. I'm sorry. My brain's all in my muscle, or my blood's all in my muscle. My brain also might be in my muscles too.
I have the same problem.
Yeah, no, it's like you just kind of zone out for a sec. Anyway, Vintage is also technically like Bunny Hop too. So like we have modes of Bunny, like we have it, and where adding Left 4 Dead 2 stuff just doesn't seem to push the needle towards like needing to add it. Like it's not like something we really need to add, because yeah, it like I don't know. It just seems like it's like more restricted Bunny Hop. It's there, but you're very like, from what I've seen, it's like it's very like you're kind of just going along a straight line, or like I don't know. It's like Portal 2 Bunny Hop. We don't really want to add Portal 2 Bunny Hop in the same capacity because it's kind of just more limited Bunny Hop. I don't know. It just doesn't seem appealing. Yeah, but sorry.
I am working on a buffer jump system as like a style for Scroll Hop, which does have manual jump timing, which is somewhat similar to the Left 4 Dead bunny hopping.
Yeah.
Because in Left 4 Dead, if you time your jump early, you get a penalty. You basically like lose all your speed. But in Left 4 Dead, it's like you need to hit those 30 tick perfs to like get a lot of speed, which is very punishing. Whereas the buffer jump system is like you only get one tick of like speed penalty when you time your jumps early. So it's a little there's a ladder. It's a little less punishing, but also the timing window I think is stricter because it's a 20 millisecond window versus whatever 30 hertz is.
Yeah. So maybe that can kind of suffice, right? Yeah, if like limitations are like the main thing you're looking for out of what we currently have, we could always add limits, right? Like scrolling and like penalties stuff. So that might be our avenue for that. Same with Portal 2. We could add an airspeed lock percent or like what style or whatever, where it just I don't know. So yeah. We did get a question about Combat Surf from Lovesayer. So you may have missed the earlier discussion. Our multiplayer is not synchronized. So we do not have traditional source multiplayer. And we are a speedrunning focused game. So while we do have awesome surf stuff, we wouldn't want to add Combat Surf because it doesn't really tie in with the rest of like the game's speedrunning core with the timer and stuff like that. So it could be like, we make like a spin-off game that uses the engine and surf movement, but then, focuses on combat and stuff. But, thank you, Pars Biha, for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Boom. Add checkpoint on B-Hop. Checkpoint on B-Hop, like segmented? Is that what you mean? I think segmented is a style that we wanted to add eventually as well. Like tasks and segmented are planned styles as well. They won't be ranked, but we could have a leaderboard for them. I think that was the decision. I have to revisit that in particular, but it is planned. Like we want you to be able to, see what run you could have had, right? If you make a save state and reload it or something. So it saves the timer and shows you, if you improve, like how much you improved, but it won't submit the run yet. And then in the future, we could technically have a leaderboard for it. So that is planned, but it's talking about multiplayer in the game. So anything like Combat Surf or hide and seek and stuff like that, anything that requires other people to play, as well as isn't really timer based, isn't something that we're interested in. Obviously, Tricks, TRIKZ, is something that we could, like, that fits technically, but it still also requires another person. So the moment that you don't have somebody to play with, that mode dies, unless you can have a way to like record yourself throwing and then play with yourself in that, which is, I don't know. So that could be something we revisit, but it's not planned anytime soon. We are going to add a system for Trick Surf. So this is a little more of a casual system that does still have a timer, but Trick Surf, for those unaware, is effectively combat surf maps that have a bunch of triggers all around them that are tagging each of the ramps or just different areas. And you create tricks by stringing together different triggers to hit. So it's like you create your own kind of like move that you do in the map, and then that is what other players do to complete a trick. And there's not really, time isn't really that important. I think max speed was like the leaderboard people wanted to see, is like how fast people got during it or something. But obviously you could do it based on time as well, like it fits. And it is more of a casual mode because, yeah, like you're not completing a map from start to finish. You join a map and can do whatever you kind of want, whatever trick you want to try to accomplish. It's more of a completionist mode if you're trying to do all of the tricks on a map. So that is also planned, but probably post 1.0. It did unfortunately get bumped back. It's just dev priority, the amount of free time that we have as devs and priorities that we have for the remaining systems take higher priority. If we do get more devs or some more effort in the future, or more help in the future, we could look into revisiting it and doing it. Okay, yeah, so I just answered that. So segmented or adding times into save states is planned for 0.11. It's our next major version. And then are you going to add in energy speed like it was in the older version? Yeah, we could look into re-adding it. It was just kind of jank, and that's why it was removed. But yeah, we could look into just like sloppily like re-adding it in some capacity. I think the main thing about the energy speedometer was just kind of weird for setting the initial platform that you're like measuring from. So if there's some way that we could either make a keybind for that, or like, yeah, or just like you hold crouch on the platform that you want it to do it on or something, yeah, that can kind of help it. But
it also breaks if you teleport, doesn't it? Because it takes like your height into account or something on the grid.
It uses your exact position with like XYZ to like calculate a lot of stuff. So when you teleport, it would also kind of need to reset. But that's, I mean, if people are opting into seeing that, we don't really have a solution for that, but that would just be a shortcoming of it. Yeah. I mean, we could, I don't know, like, I don't even know how you would conserve it. You would have to act like the teleport is at the same Z value. So maybe on teleport, we just override the energy Z value to be where you teleported from. And then that way it's like, because like if you imagine it like a portal, right? Like an actual portal to portal instead of just a teleport trigger, it would just use that value as like the continuation point. So we could look into maybe doing something like that too. Yeah, there's definitely ways to do it. It's just gonna be jank. Like no matter, like you're gonna have to bind a separate key to like set the like starting value stuff. That'll probably be the easiest, so that you don't do like weird crouches or something somewhere. But yeah. Some Loshadka.
This map is so long, jeez.
Yeah, for sure. We have a
What
lot of stuff
checkpoint are you
planned.
in? Are there even any checkpoints?
Oh, is that why it's blank? I was wondering if like my timer display was bugged out again, but close to the end. Nice. Yeah, wait, why aren't there checkpoints on this? Like technically each section could have one.
I'm going to leave a review right now.
Yep. Which you
My
can
tab
do.
menu is broken. Never
Oh,
mind.
okay.
Someone else will have to do it.
Yeah, you can open the tab menu there, and then it opens to the map, and you can also sign in through Steam, and it uses the account that you're already signed in as, and then yeah, remove the fixed suffix, take more screenshots, textures aren't packed. Oh, okay, the fun. Should add checkpoints. And require resolving and post that. So I just left review on this map as an admin, so if they don't do this, this guy is fucked, let me tell you. Anyway, no, but it's that easy. You can leave reviews that easily on maps if there's issues. It's so nice. Thank you to, was this Glyph or Nathan who added this. I apologize.
I think Nathan added
Nathan,
the
yes,
text at the
thank
bottom.
you. Thank you for adding that. How far along is 011? Right now, I believe we're finishing up run styles, which is 010.5. And then Rio's been working on a lot of looking at the old save state code that he had before and then reviving that. So it is actually underway right now. 011 is the save state system, so that's why I'm mentioning that. So once Rio gets more along with the code there and has a rough estimate, I can pass that along. But right now we don't know. It'll most likely be a couple months, but it is, yeah, it's this year. And then 011 is save state, and then that allows us to start doing run validation because we need save states to, start the run validation in the right state. And then we'll get run validation set up and implemented probably with an 011x or 012, who knows. And then 012 and yeah, we have an 012. Oh man, do we have a roadmap commands? We have it in Discord. Let me see. I can try to show. Let me see. Say roadmap. Oh wait. Let's do it here. And then open this in browser. And then I think I show you questions only. What? Oh wait. I thought I did this. Is it questions actual? What the fuck? Oh no, it's just okay. That's okay. I see. Questions full is meant to be this.
My arm's getting so tired.
Yeah. So I guess just zooming in here. Yeah. So we have here. This is our roadmap for 1.0.
So a lot left.
Okay, cool. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, questions actual is still there. All right, yeah, this is our roadmap for 1.0. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're still working on this. So run styles is coming. 010.5. KZT's already in. Mom KZ might just need more time. We got to kind of figure out what we want to do right now. It's based on SKZ, and then we're gonna probably do some more tuning around randomness and stuff. And then yeah, 011 save state system, and then ideally, yeah, we get a rank point system discussion underway as well. The HUD customizer has been pretty, I mean, if you've seen Tom's streams, it's pretty far along, so it will likely make it into 011x. And then yeah, we want to update our main menu UX to also have more of like a game mode selection process. 012 is going to be anti-cheat and learn section. We want to be able to show people how to actually play the game. That's pretty important. And then yeah, voice chat is part of 010x as well. There's a bit of reprioritization, so voice chat is planned still, but I think the path that we're going to take is actually racing. Racing system's going to pop up here because of a community related need that will be announced at a later date. And then voice chat will also be in 010x as well. So these two systems I'm actually working on. And then I will also be working on the anti-cheat run validation infrastructure stuff as well in the future. So there's a lot of stuff like that. Any plans to make some tutorials? Hey, guess what learn section is going to be? Yes. Learn section is exactly that. Learn section is little tutorials in the game that teach players how to kind of do each of the modes and the unique traits of each of the modes. It won't be, I think, fully done at 012. We have a lot of basics in place. We had to remove it because it's kind of jank right now. But yeah. No worries. And then cosmetic system, I talked about this early in the stream. As you play the game, you can, get some currency to unlock some cosmetics. And ideally, once we'll have either the initial system and the categories of cosmetics that we want to have, and then we'll be opening it up to the community to create cosmetics and bring them into the game. So I'm really excited to get this because this is a really big community oriented system here. And then yeah, you can see desirable stuff. So racing and tournament system is racing is going to be implemented because that's an individual lobby on an individual lobby basis. Tournament is more of using the website or organizing more. So yeah, that's more of a longer term thing. and in terms of long term, yeah, we have trick surf, trick modes, tasks, one-click rendering as well, just like using like the in-game like tooling to spit out an MP4 or something. We'll default to open mic, yes, and actually bass boosted too. We're gonna really make sure you guys know that voice chat's in the game. And then yeah, obviously ongoing stuff, bug fixing and stuff. So as you guys report stuff, we'll be fixing it. But yeah, so this is our current 1.0 release roadmap. Racing system is jumping up to O10X because of a community need. But other than that, we have KZT, we have run styles almost done, and then zone visuals actually have been updated, but not like by default yet. We're actually working on getting realistic defaults and materials for that. There's some bugs related to that, so we're gonna work on fixing that as well. But yeah, proximity webcam, that's yeah, maybe actually. And then yeah, an initial report system. No, you're good. Report system will also be useful for voice chat as well. So yeah, cool. So we have this this is our main chunk of work left. Plus, I guess plus this, but yeah, this main chunk of work left. And then this stuff is if people get free time or just don't have anything to work on, these are the things that they can work on. And then long term, post 1.0, we'll get these things in. So. All right, cool. So we'll go back to this, and then back to here and here. But yeah, so. You see all of our secrets, and by that I mean a publicly available roadmap. Yeah. I guess it's not like super advertised or anything, but anyway. Has Momentum been optimized to work on 8 gigs of DDR3? Well, DDR3 doesn't matter. That's still plenty fast. 8 gigabytes is a little scary. It just depends on the other bloat like software that you have open, like Chrome and Discord playing a GIF and who knows what else people may be using. So yeah, yeah, I would say 8 gigabytes is a little low, but nowadays people kind of default to 16. We're not using 8 gigs of RAM. I think, like, let me even see on Linux how much we're using right now. System monitor. I think OBS is probably using more RAM. So Momentum is using just under 2.8 gigs. 2.8 gig. Oh wait, that's gigabytes. My bad. Shit, why does it show it like that? I fucking hate that. All right, I'm using 2.8 gigabytes of RAM. You can do the conversion. Is it divide by 4 or whatever? Anyway, yeah. So yeah, it doesn't use that much RAM, and I'm on 1440p, and yeah, millibits. But yeah, cool. We can play another map to give you a break. Oh, well, you are close to the end.
Yeah, I think I'm actually really. Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'm really close.
Let me check in free spec.
Yeah, I'm trying to do free spec.
Ah. Oh, wait,
Surf.
hold on. Sorry, right click. There we go. So you jump down
Right
here. You go through here as a surf thing. Jump around. Come down here. You do Danbari, I think, and then, or is that all?
Oh, there's so much shit.
And then surf over here, and then climb these ladder, and then don't touch the red block, and then oh fuck. Okay, you.
My arm is dying.
I don't think you're.
Like I did so much, like upper pec and shoulder exercises earlier.
4 is ladder. Okay, and then you have to go 128 tick, and I think if you make this, you actually teleport to the end. Yeah, I don't know where this teleports exactly, but okay.
Is the 100 tick side just way easier?
Yeah. Yeah, you go down the final level. You have to do a 32.5 unit jump, and then you make it. but it's not following the teleporter because I'm not in no clip. I'm in spec. I think it's over here, maybe. I don't know, but
We can switch maps because I'm very sore.
all good, all good. So yeah, we can do like one more map maybe. Does anyone want to play a specific mode? We do technically have another hour, but we can also just kind of call it early too. We can spend like another 30 minutes.
Is there anybody even in the lobby other than us? Not really.
I guess up to Dialite. Dialite, you want to play any map?
I mean, there's a guy called Rizball here to follow him. He doesn't
Hmm.
mind being on stream.
I mean, I've been trying to put another player model into the game while having no knowledge about how source models work.
Yeah. How's that going?
Well, if I understand it correctly, I will need to either rename bones of other models to fit our naming for animations to work,
Yeah.
or I will need to remake every single animation for another bones, which I don't want to do.
Hmm.
Or I'd rather or I will need to remake the whole bone structure to be the same, but nah, I don't know.
Yeah. That's fair. There's 2 farts in Sticky Jump. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, there is bone remapping. I think we're gonna actually end up doing a system like that. There is bone remapping. I think for like episode 1 needed to do it because they needed to remap Alex's animations or something. So we could extend that system in the future to like make it so that if you have like a cosmetic and you know what the bones are called, like you can remap the bones. There's also anim remapping too, which is like the actual activities to be remapped. Like I think that's actually the one that's built in. But
I will try first just renaming the bones of the model I'm trying to import to be the same as our bones bone names. If this works, if it works like at least somehow, I mean, it would be fine for just a proof of concept.
yeah, that would be cool. Gotta change brightness back down to 1. All right, I'll play some AHOP. Why not? That's what I'm used to. Give the people what they want. Get the main man in the game. Like ASH everywhere. Oh my god. What the fuck? I don't think I've played this map yet, actually. Or did I? I might have on a previous stream. But I don't know if I played this version yet.
Have you speedrun
fuck.
episodes?
Alright, hold on. Oh, classic. Oh. There, okay. Alright, there we go. Optimized Outlands. This looks like a completely different map now. Fuck. So we have this. What'd you ask, Gordy?
Have you speedrun Half-Life episodes?
Episode 2, yeah. I did a AGDQ run, 2015.
Oh.
Yeah, very fun game.
This is quite different, right?
Oh.
Like all of the clip brushes have been removed or something?
Yes. And all the maps are stitched together because of our increased VSP size, which is the nice thing of having a custom branch of source. So we have the ability to customize, or what the fuck? Why do we have that? No, I'm just kidding. Fucking box. And then this thing too. Oh, you can go up here. Okay, that changes everything. Okay. Can you? Oh, you can soft lock yourself too. Oh, no way out. All right, I'm sending some map feedback. Oh. 30 minutes going deep on training footage. I unfortunately do not record any of my reps because I am very confident actually in my ability to execute. And by that I mean I have somebody who has won California Strongman's competition like multiple times and trains California Strongmen watching me do my reps. So I get some pretty good feedback if you know. It's very nice. I really enjoy my boot camp that I go to.
Just through work?
Yes.
Is that where you get it from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the guy used to work at Blizzard as well. So very cool. Very cool traits. Or I guess what was it, benefit? Alright, let's see. Oh my god, I keep slamming into a tree. I can do it though, you know, it's just been forever. Alright, let me see if I can get at least to where it
Real
was.
world?
Mirror World, yep.
Yeah, okay. I've never really played this map, or I don't remember what Half-Life looks like.
Yeah. Oh, does this map pack assets? I forget. We could probably optimize that now. Because we should have every single one of these trees and stuff. I mean, actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's leave that. Oh, I can't scroll down. Who needs to scroll? Okay, I'm just gonna have to click and drag like a fucking caveman. Why doesn't it? Whatever. Oh, why does it think I'm... Oh, okay. That was weird. It was like, it thought I was holding it down. Alright. These are all December. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Remove packed episode 2 assets, if any. Once they are shipped with the map now. Or that, whoops, game. It's just that easy, folks. That easy to leave feedback on maps. If there's any problems at all. I guess screenshots are kind of the harder issue. Also, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm optimizing the start. I really want to hit it. It's really, really satisfying if you hit it. Oh. Alright, fine, I'll go around the long way. Fuck! Any update on that? No. Valve has done their thing and ghosted us. So it'd be really nice to get CS:GO assets shipped with the game, but yeah, we can't really do anything with that yet. We'll see though, because it is the most annoying part right now, because you have to opt in. Like, it's a very manual process. That a lot of players just
It does
won't.
take up quite a lot of space for
Yeah, right, because it uses
which assets we
80.
actually use. Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, there's a ton of assets we don't use. We can absolutely include scripts. Wait, where am I? What the fuck? Okay, is this even the right way? No, it's not. It's over here. God damn it. Yeah, they sort of are, but yeah, it's like we just wanted more consistent footstep noises. So, but yeah, it's something that we're gonna just kind of work around. It's not, yeah, we really do not want to ship assets that are economy based, right? Like, we don't want to ship any 2 in a row. We really don't want to ship any that are like you have to pay to unlock. It would just be base non-hero assets with the game, ideally. But yeah, I don't know if we would really include every games. Oh, okay. I'm not getting stuck there again. This is cursed. All right, so I'm gonna go to the left here. Yeah, it goes to it goes to the right. Oh my god. I love the edge of the world right here. Can I just fall off? Oh no, it's the skybox. Now you see me, now you don't. All right. Where do I go for this? I forget what you have to do. You have to ramp and then go into the complex, I think. So yeah, let me come back here. Get maybe some speed here. Oh. Okay, maybe this'll do something, you know? And then you go through here. Yeah. This is so fucking cursed. Alright, and now we're in... Oh, okay. I was trying to ramp off of that, but that's fine. Oh, there's so many things to get stuck on. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. Can make it back up there. Damn it. Yeah, the new footstep sounds are just so nice.
We need some robot sounds.
Yeah. Because it makes sense with the base player model. I go to the left here. I think. I mean, it's still probably aligned with... Hold on, I gotta get some speed first. I don't do the grenade boost behind the behind the gas station. Oh man, episode 2 runs were crazy. Oh, that's invisible wall. All right. Sending a feedback complaint right now. Actually, wait, is this still up or is this just visual? Okay, we're good. Just can be free as a car. Wait, hold on. Did I just go back down? I just went back down. Okay, hold on.
This map actually has a crazy secret as well. There's like 4 gnomes hidden throughout the map that if you find them all, something happens. But they're very well hidden. It took me like an hour of running around to find them all.
Wait, okay, hold on. No, I go this way. I just needed to get fucking airborne to see this. I do go this way. This just looks like the beginning of the map. Oh. What's up, Plar? It's actually Furret Saturday. Let's go. Oh, I missed. Hey, King Curtis. Yeah, that was actually something we looked into. Is it still happening in 0.10.4? SL pushed a fix. The clustered lighting that we had ended up being pretty expensively doing a lot of checks on displacements using our, it's VPhysics, or no, Trace, I think? Trace Force VPhysics. Trace Ray Force VPhysics. So that being one caused a lot of issues on maps with displacements because it was doing lighting calculations using that, which is not necessary. The VPhysics related tracing was mainly for movement. We wanted to sweep the ray and prevent collision problems with that. 0.10.4 was pretty recent. I don't remember exactly when it dropped, to be honest, but it was a couple weeks ago. So it definitely was recent. Oh, I'm almost there. Yeah, baby. All right, not submitted because yeah. Other than I found all 4 of them. No, I'm just kidding. Classic. Yeah, that's awesome. Boha. Oh no, isn't that? Wait, this is Russian. Anyway, yeah. Funk Reflect. Yeah, that's still planned. We still have a PR for that. Mapping related entity stuff is also planned. That should have probably been on the roadmap as desirable. So it's just kind of like desirable work of getting Funk Reflect figured out. Again, it's very like ad hoc work that just needs some discussion around the best way to implement. I know the old way was not desired, and that's why it's not implemented just as an old way like stopgap thing. Yeah, things like network paint as well, right? Like we want to do a lot more like community related stuff like that. All right, we showed some AHOP. We have, I guess we can show off some conch as well. Oh, I can turn off SV cheats now and see how Mirror World should have reset. Okay.
I'm still on that KZ map. I'm fucking sweating.
Did
It's
you make it
harder.
brother?
Yeah, I'm getting really close.
Nice. All right, let's play some conch. Oh, okay. We gotta go through. All right. Oh. Wait, where am I going? Baby plays KZ map for the first time? Shit. Where am I going? Oh, M isn't that. Is it N? No. What did I bind it to? P? No. Is it O? What do we bind? What's the default bind for no clip? N? I forget what we default bound it to. I'm gonna bind backslash to no clip. There we go. It's my usual. So I assume I'm making it to here. Okay. Got it. Can I stand on any of that? Or is this just a straight up double? Okay, it's probably a double. I can double. It's bound to G. My bad. I'm just a baby. Russian in the game chat. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah, you cannot stand there. That's fine. So this is Conk. This is from Team Fortress Classic. Based on the Medic class, I believe. Not the Scout. Or, yeah, right? Or maybe we did the Scout. There's details like this that, you know, it's good to have a What is Conk gameplay page. Oh!
I mean, fun fact, if you want to, like, if you Google A-Hope, it will direct to our docs.
Nice, yeah. We're inventing terms on the internet. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I also wanted to look into how to make our maps searchable on Google and stuff, so indexable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I did
Crawler
some
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so like crawler like pointing them to like what maps you could like or what pages you should crawl and stuff isn't that hard.
Yeah.
There is a thing called sitemap XML that you can just do and
Oh, nice. Okay.
specify all the URLs you want like crawlers to check for. So basically, we would do only map pages, like specific map pages there, because we don't want them to crawl map list because it's paginated and lazy loaded. We don't want them to crawl anything else like profiles and stuff. I don't think so, at least. And of all maps, we also only want them to crawl public maps or approved maps. Because of that, I think we will just generate the sitemap the same way we're doing like map list, for example.
Well,
And
I mean, they won't be able to crawl private maps because they're not logged in. They won't. It wouldn't
right,
show up.
and public and approved maps they can crawl
Yeah.
because well we will specify them. Still, like you can't really say like in our case you can say oh yeah crawl all maps because there are like how do they know where are all maps?
Yeah.
They will need map URLs, and you can't get those because map list is lazy loaded with API.
Oh.
So that's why sitemap will need to be generated with our API, with our backend, or with a script separately, or like with a Cloudflare worker. And that's the first thing. The second problem is that our yeah, we're selling your PV history to OpenAI, right, Rody?
That's how we make our money.
Yeah.
Not donation based at all anymore. No. Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
OpenAI is not donation based at all anymore.
True. Yeah. Kind of went ultimate kill the economy mode, or was it fuck the economy or die mode? Yeah. So close.
Yeah. So what was it? The problem is that there isn't that much info on our like HTML files by default.
I see.
Because it's the same HTML file, and adding the data to those HTML files is what I looked into more. Because, for example, if you send a link to a map in Discord, it's just a plain embed of like momentum or title, and that's it. We wanted to also include like some map images, map name, and stuff, which I did, but in a very like complicated way. of using a worker that's like generating well, like all the data, an HTML file with all the data, and then redirecting you to the actual map page when you go there.
Well,
So
like, how would, like, because, like, YouTube, for example, how did they generate for their videos, right? Like, how would a search engine...
that's a neat thing because their HTML file, like when you fetch a video, for example, the response already has all the data. It has the JSON file with all the data that they load with JavaScript, and then they also have all the data for search engines and like for embedding that also like embeds videos and stuff. So we kind of need that, but I also looked into how to do it with Cloudflare properly, and there are like two ways to do it. One way is to cache, like pre-render all the pages we want them to like to see, to crawl, and then we store them in Cloudflare pages. So like when we deploy a site, we also deploy all the static pages.
I see.
Which is a bit like bad and dumb because when like if there is a, for example, map that goes approved, for this map to be static, to have a static HTML to be crawlable, you will also need to generate an HTML file, and then like redeploy the whole website with this new HTML file. And you will need to do this all the time when there is a new map or like a map changes some information and stuff. So not something that we want.
Yeah.
Then another way is with workers or what they call Cloudflare page functions.
Yeah, I think I heard about these. Yeah.
So it's like a worker, but it's tied with your Cloudflare page, and it's tied to some specific URLs, your specific path. So you only run it on, say, a sitemap, which I think is probably fine to generate with a worker like this. The problem I keep there is that you have to specify a URL or a pattern of URLs that will run this worker. And what was it? So like it will run this worker every time someone goes to a map page, regardless if it's a public, if it's if it's a public map or if it's a private map. I mean, it will run a worker, but then worker should like check if this is a public or a cached or a static map. Then it will show the data. If it isn't, then it will just serve the default page, and that's it.
I mean, does it need to be a? Does it need to be a worker? Could it be? I'm trying to think. Could it be our backend doing this? Like that's the main thing. Is like the worker stuff makes sense if all of our like backend was, or on workers or something too. But like with our backend being like a dedicated server with definitely enough compute to be able to like spit out some,
That's actually a good question. I'm not sure with how Cloudflare routing is how powerful it is. Yeah. Because I know you can assign a domain, or in our case, a domain name to like tunnel, which we are doing for API. Yeah. I'm not sure what we can, if we can do pages.
Oh no, we're so close. Fuck. I'm so close. I'm getting it. This is not tier 1. This is like tier 7. Shit. Unless I'm overcomplicating this. I don't know. Like, this is a crazy double. You have to, like, drop the conch as you go down. Like, there's no other way because of the way that that's set up. I also haven't played conch in, like, forever, so I could just be overcomplicating it. Oh.
Finally beat the climb map, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, I figured that's what the chat was going crazy for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was just pure torture.
Oh, my God. I'm
just not rendered.
All right, let's go. But yeah, congrats. Congrats.
I don't know how to play conch.
Yeah, conch is It's a tough one. Yeah, oh fuck. Okay, I don't even know where I'm going. Yeah, it's the further away from the grenade you are, the more it boosts you, and you have pretty good air strafing.
Wait, the further you are, the more it boosts you?
Yeah, the further you are from the grenade center, the more it boosts. Fuck.
Really?
So you
And
really
then
have
there is
to
like a
time.
limit or something?
Yeah, there's an outer radius. You can actually debug, or we have a debug command to show it. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's a little nutty, but it's very fun. Oh. There we go. Oh, fuck. That could work. I don't know. If I'm a more skilled conqueror. So when is the graphics card crash fixes? That is unfortunately seemingly a Windows issue, which I personally am not on. I am on Linux and on a 9070 XT and completely fine. So this is very specifically either an Adrenaline issue. Some people have had really good success in turning off a lot of features like FSR, which the driver for some fucking reason is just applying to the game. I don't know if there's something that we could compile into the game to make it not do that. But yeah, it's realistically like something with the driver, because all of the crash dumps that we get are not helpful and usually just in the driver, and we aren't driver devs, so we can't fix that. We could try to forward it to a driver dev if we knew one, but we don't really know one. Ooh, okay. What the fuck? All right. Bet. Nice.
Somebody wants B-Hop easy on A-Hop.
Oh, is that? Oh, like, is it? Oh, what the fuck? Gotta go down and around.
I wonder if anybody set a time on A-Hop for that map. Yes, there is one run that's 4 minutes. And they're not even using A-Hop, they're just doing forward hops.
Just want to see me struggle? I mean, wait, so B-Hop easy on A-Hop? Is that even an official mode?
Somebody did it. Somebody completed a run.
Oh,
But they
okay,
don't
I
know
think
how to
I
like
see.
actually
B-Hop.
they're like not actually A-hopping. They're just like
Easy.
Maybe it's unranked? Unranked.
Yeah.
or like hidden leaderboard, yeah.
Yeah, hidden leaderboard might be
Or
good.
hidden.
Okay.
How are you still spectating me? You're not spectating me.
It's a bug.
No.
Oh. Alright, let's see here. You can definitely circle strafe into a... Oh. Oh. Well, the fixed teleports are definitely trolling. Oh, okay.
I can shoot for Panzer
You
to
can
make
safe
Surf
shit.
Arcane.
Surf Arcane. Alright.
I was actually working on that at some point.
Oh, shit. Nice.
There's a video of it. What?
How was it?
What do you mean? Oh, it ended up in Surf ACP. If you're familiar with that map. Some of the stages got like recycled.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
But if you search on YouTube, I think you can find Surf Arcane.
Oh.
Let's see.
Nope.
Yeah, it's on there. But it's it's a TF2 surf map. One of my old friends made a video about it.
Nice.
I was trying to do something innovative, where like completing the surf does something to the jail, or it like gives you upgrades or something.
Fucking crazy circle strafe in this fucking mode.
Oh,
my
right,
God.
there's like a objective. Yeah, there's payloads.
Oh, I
It's been
gotta
so
go
long
to
since
the
I
left.
worked. Oh yeah. So this map was gonna be kind of funny. Like, in order to win the map, since it's like you're playing TF2, it's a team-based game. By beating like easier or hard surf stages, you like get progress on a payload. So it's like your team has to kind of work together to like complete the map as fast as possible to push a payload
Oh,
card.
with like surfing? Like
Yeah, it's really strange.
that's cool.
It's like back in the day, TF2, a lot of like I guess skill-based or skill surf maps would just have like a control point at the end, which is just like whoever's the first person would win. But I was trying to do something that was like a little more team-oriented, where other people can like actually contribute. So instead of like one person completes the map wins, it's like every player can give progress.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think the jail also would. You can also like make progress by going to the jail and pushing the cart. So there's like different ways of progressing. Yeah, that was a weird idea. It's unfortunate I didn't finish it.
Server versus server surf map. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Reset. There we go. Yeah, you can actually kind of cheese a lot of these hops with like an ASH, like standing versus crouched or something. Oop, there we go. You have to do a.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. All right, world record incoming.
I forgot the map also had like bonus objectives. So if you beat a stage in a harder,
Let's
like
go.
using a harder ending,
World
then you're
record.
getting even more progress.
Oh yeah. Ugh. All right, I think we'll end it there. We got the 2 hours.
AHOP easy.
AHOP easy. Easy world record. Very easily beatable too. That was really sloppy. You could probably get this like. Oh, I mean, a good AHOPers will beat it in first try, but like, and it's fast. Like the long sections in like yellow and I think green had one too. You can pretty easily.
Hey, why do I have auto hop?
Nah, it's AHOP. AHOP has it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, Ninja will sub one. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's where we'll call it for this stream. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching and asking some awesome questions. We're gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid here. Yeah, definitely. If you guys are interested and not already in it, check out our Discord. It's the best place to stay up to date with the game and see our progress as well as our change logs and stuff. You can also see them in the Steam news stuff for the app as well. But yeah, let's go ahead. Status, live streams. Ooh, Dylan's also streaming. Let's see. Oh, it's opening on this one. I guess we're gonna go raid. Wait, is this? No, this is Source. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck off. Abusing our fucking category? Not on my watch. No, I'm just kidding. We're just gonna raid Dylan then, because that guy's a poser. Momentum mod. All right. All right. Yeah, go and enjoy Dylan playing some Rocket Jump. And yeah, catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for your enlightening questions, and we'll catch you all next month when we're back at it again. Probably going to be in March though, like the first week of March or something. It aligns with it. Anyway, yeah, take care. Raid message is a smiley face. And yeah, yeah, see you all next time. Bye bye.